Anybody who watches my content already knows that I have no problem whatsoever when it comes to me being critical of Nintendo, Game Freak. It doesn't matter who it is. But there comes a time, again I should say, that Pokemon fans, or should I say some Pokemon fans, deserve the same treatment. So before I even look at this, I want to shout out Corey for giving me this video idea. Now when I first saw this, of course I wasn't surprised, but I couldn't help but laugh. So get this, Pokemon players predict great future for Legends Arceus after Switch OLED reveal. The Pokemon community is worried about Pokemon Legends Arceus after the Nintendo Switch OLED reveal didn't live up to rumors of a more powerful console. Congratulations, you played yourselves, because that's exactly what any of you who call yourselves investing in rumors did. I made a video on this and I said this time and again. The rumor mill is nothing more than my uncle works at Nintendo, 4chan, and dude, just trust me, fraudulence. If you're stupid enough to not take something on the internet that you hear with a grain of salt, least of all on Twitter, you have no one but yourselves to blame. Now let me say this, because yes, the OLED Switch is lacking, to say the very least. I mean, all you're ultimately getting is a new display on the damn thing, which honestly to me isn't worth the $50 extra, when literally everything else about this Switch is the same. Oh, the OLED Switch has an actual kickstand and the OLED Switch's dock has a LAN port, you say? Well, not only does Nintendo sell the LAN adapter that I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already invested in, but can you imagine how many Switch kickstand accessories from third parties of all shapes, sizes, and colors exist out there? I mean, two other areas that explain the Switch's shortcomings are things people have already adapted to, so you're really only getting an OLED panel, which isn't worth the quote-unquote upgrade. And I can imagine how many people play their Switch docked, which makes it even more meaningless. So battery numbers aside, Nintendo really could have done something with the OLED panel by bumping up the resolution from the dated 720p. Furthermore, let's not act like this isn't history repeating itself, let alone the same pattern that the likes of Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, and the tech industry for that matter haven't been repeating time and again with hardware refreshes. Didn't live up to the rumors. When has Nintendo been ahead of the tech curve? Nintendo has always historically been the tech entity in last place to offer something near modern times. No matter what model of Switch you have here, guess what? Neither of these have yet to have compatibility with a wireless headset. You still need a cell phone and an equally arbitrary app to be able to voice chat on your Switch. Who are these geniuses that were dumb enough to invest in rumors and create this narrative of Pokemon Legends Arceus concern? Because of course it's easy to take the only footage we've ever gotten from the game so far, as troubled as it is, and go, ooh, let's put two and two together in this zero accountability world. And instead of taking responsibility for playing yourselves, this turned out to be a more appealing headline, right? As I said in my video on the OLED Switch, it is transparent because it isn't trying to be an upgrade of any kind. Now, this is exactly why I don't like providing links, because you never know when they'll stop working. Because apparently Nintendo had a problem with showing specifics with the specs. And I'm guessing this is right around the time when everyone found out that everything that matters on the OLED Switch is exactly the same as the other Switches. So all you can really do is compare the features, and look at that. As we take a look at everything that matters, the battery life and storage, there are your numbers. Everything else is the exact same. What were people expecting again? Oh, they banked on frauds like this and they got played. So with all the aforementioned, why were these people expecting a 4K Switch when your current Switch models, again, don't even have compatibility with Bluetooth headsets? And it took them another iteration of the Switch to include a LAN port. Who do they think Nintendo is here? Sony and Microsoft? You people are butthurt because you were dumb enough to believe rumors from fake ass insiders talking about a Switch Pro, new Nintendo Switch, and quite frankly something that's out of Nintendo's league historically. Did you people really think Nintendo of all people was ready for the 4K market? And here's your second problem, aside from yourselves. What exactly do you get knowing information? Let's say that it's right. Let's say people like Central Leaks aren't just less than a coin flip. Does it clearly clear up any chinks in the product's armor? And or does it make the product release any faster than it's scheduled to release? You people act like you have to know the information only to craft your confirmation bias. Frauds like Central Leaks leak this insider info, and the first thought in your minds is that
it's confined and legitimate sources like Nintendo better confirm it.
Because in your head, Central Leaks is the legitimate source and Nintendo and friends are the other part of your confirmation bias. I mean, I'm not trying to sift through their entire Twitter feed, but they've pulled this shit many times before. They claim they have insider information, and when they don't, they end up deleting it as an attempt to try and reserve any kind of integrity they think they have. When the fact of the matter is they were never any kind of insider, and they've been pulling this shit way before they started talking about shit that you were actually interested in. So again, what exactly is this nonsense of the OLED Switch not living up to the rumors? This phrase right here says everything you need to know about the idiots who played themselves. This has nothing to do with the game. You saw one bit of footage from Legends Arceus and you invested in and went broke on rumors that didn't come true, that were never confirmed in the first place, and you created this narrative. Didn't live up to rumors. Why not just live up to the truth, the reality, not rumors? And the best thing that's going to come out of all of this is the fact that people are going to perpetuate this cycle. I mean, you guys are way past the point of taking things on the internet, least of all in a tweet, with a grain of salt. I mean, we all can unanimously agree that Twitter is a shithole of a platform among many others, but then you turn around and entertain the worst aspects of it. So yeah, follower count aside, this guy has over 100,000 eyes pulling the peeping Tom thing. So anything that he posts will naturally go viral, and there goes history repeating itself and people playing themselves, banking on fraudulence, going for broke, and blaming everyone but themselves and their fake ass insiders instead. It's not Nintendo's fault. It's not the fault of a game that has yet to release because you're butthurt at the disappointment you crafted for yourself. Game footage is not final, and game development is still a thing. It may not be drastic, but it's still a thing. Legends Arceus still has 6 months left in the oven, and a lot can happen in 6 months. Yet more examples of the price you pay for banking on the rumor mill. Here's just a small example once again of those fake ass insiders flip-flopping with their so-called insider information. You guys aren't victims. You are fools that will believe any and everything you see on the internet, least of all in a tweet, and then blame Nintendo, Game Freak, and the like for not making your stupid ass fantasy come true. Better luck next time, I guess.